The echo chamber trap, propaganda, social media, and the war on truth. In the digital age, truth is a battlefield, and propaganda is the weapon of choice. Social media platforms, news outlets, and echo chambers have become the perfect storm for manipulating narratives, dividing societies, and drowning out reason. The left and the right, once ideological poles, are now tribes ensnared in curated bubbles, each convinced they hold the moral high ground. Meanwhile, a growing number of people have checked out entirely, disillusioned by the realization that much of what they're fed is a carefully constructed lie designed to keep us at each other's throats. The stakes couldn't be higher. If we don't learn to sift through the noise and seek the truth, we risk losing our ability to think for ourselves. Thus the machinery of propaganda. Propaganda isn't new. From wartime posters to state-controlled radio, it's been a tool to shape public opinion for centuries. But the internet has supercharged it. Social media platforms like X, TikTok, and Facebook aren't just communication tools. They're algorithmic amplifiers that prioritize engagement over truth. Every click, like, or share feeds the machine, which learns what keeps you hooked and serves you more of it. The result? Tailored feeds that reinforce your beliefs, filter out dissent, and make you feel like the world aligns with your worldview. Take the left. Progressive echo chambers thrive on narratives of systemic injustice, moral superiority, and apocalyptic warnings about climate or inequality. The right's bubbles are no different, pushing tales of cultural decay, government overreach, or immigration threats. Both sides are fed a steady diet of outrage porn, posts and stories designed to trigger anger, fear, or self-righteousness. Studies, like one from MIT in 2018, show that false information spreads faster because it's emotionally charged, not because it's true. The algorithms don't care about facts. They care about keeping you scrolling. Mainstream media isn't much better. Outlets like CNN, Fox, or MSNBC have become predictable players in the propaganda game, cherry-picking stories and framing them to fit their audience's biases. A 2023 Pew Research study found that 62% of Americans believe news organizations favor one political party. The 24/7 news cycle thrives on sensationalism, not depth. A viral clip or a snappy headline can overshadow a nuanced truth, and most people don't dig deeper than the surface. Bar's echo chambers, the self-inflicted prison. Echo chambers are the natural byproduct of this system. When you follow accounts that align with your views, unfollow those that don't, and let algorithms curate your reality, you're building your own prison. The left sees a world of oppressors and victims. The right sees a world of patriots and traitors. Both are caricatures, but they feel real because dissenting voices are filtered out. A 2021 study from NYU found that social media users are exposed to 50 to 60% less diverse content than they would be in a neutral information environment. These chambers don't just reinforce beliefs, they radicalize. A post on X might start as a mild critique of a policy, but spiral into a thread calling for revolution or vilifying entire groups. The left brands conservatives as fascists. The right calls liberals communists. Nuance is the first casualty, and the louder the rhetoric, the harder it is to hear the truth. The disillusioned majority. Then there's the third group, the ones who've checked out. They've seen through the lies, or at least enough to know the game is rigged. They're not apathetic, they're exhausted. The constant barrage of conflicting narratives, half-truths, and outright fabrications has eroded trust. A 2024 Edelman Trust Barometer report found that 63% of people globally distrust media, and 59% believe social media is a major source of false information. These people aren't stupid, they're just done playing a game where the rules are written by those who profit from division. This disillusionment is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a healthy skepticism of a broken system. On the other, it risks creating a vacuum where nothing is believed, and cynicism becomes a personality trait. When people stop seeking truth because they assume it's all lies, they're just as trapped as those in the echo chambers. Mock the divide and conquer strategy. Here's the hard truth. Division is the point. Propaganda thrives on polarization because a divided society is easier to control. When the left and right are too busy screaming at each other, they don't notice the bigger picture. Whether it's corporate greed, government overreach, or systemic failures. Social media and media outlets profit from the chaos. More clicks, more ads, more subscriptions. Politicians and influencers exploit it too, rallying their bases with fear-mongering while offering no real solutions.